A possible winter storm remains a serious threat for parts of central Alabama. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Guy Rawlings.
And I'm Brittany Decker. As this is threatening the state, now is the time to start thinking about how you may be handling this potentially dangerous weather. So want to make sure that we keep you in the loop for anything that could head in our direction. So we have team coverage for you this afternoon from how state and local agencies are preparing to the very latest predictions with Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson and also Jordan West, both in our weather center.
But before we take you out live, let's get to our first warning meteorologist, the latest in the weather center.
So the last 24 hours have brought a lot of changes for us, Jordan. We've been watching all this different data come in, and it's just about time to stick your head out the window and see what's going on.
Right, that low that's developing over Texas, the root of all of this could move further north, and that could lead to lesser impacts here, but not going to call off everything just yet.
No, there is a winter storm watch that's in effect, and the reason for that is not the rain that's moving in now. It's what's coming Friday night through Saturday and Sunday. Let's get right to it. This is the latest, and you notice there on the right-hand side, it says changes since the last forecast, and there's a big old list of them. I'll read it to you just in case the print's too small. Stronger, slower area of low pressure that brings up warmer air. How much warmer? We're talking a few degrees, which would make a huge difference between heavy rain and freezing rain. And if I have my pick, I'd rather just have the heavy rain. I've been through the freezing rain before. It ain't fun. Impacts are shifting about 75 miles north of where it looked like they would be this time yesterday. So think the distance between Jasper and Clanton. That's how much this has shifted since yesterday. And there's still some room for this to either move to the north or to the south. What we're trying to do is narrow it down and catch it at the best point that we possibly can. Heavy rain is still likely, some 2-inch rainfall in north and central Alabama. Outside of that winter risk area. And here's the winter storm watch. It goes from, I kid you not, Albuquerque to Raleigh, including a big chunk of North Alabama. And this is one big storm that's going to affect a huge part of the country. It just looks like Birmingham, Anniston, Pell City, and Tuscaloosa may be on the outside looking in. And even parts of North Alabama where that watch is in effect, a lot of it will fall as rain and some of it will fall as wintry weather. Now, we do have rain again on Thursday and Friday. Some is moving in now. The weekend, soaking rain with some wintry mix. It may end late Sunday into early Monday as some snow or some sleet. And with frigid temps on Monday, anything that falls that's left over is still going to be there. So we'll get into more of the details, the timeline, show you how all this is going to work out in just a few moments. Guy?
Well, multiple counties in our viewing area are currently under a winter storm watch. Etowah County is one of them.
So let's head right out to WVTM 13's Lisa Crane, who is there right now. Lisa.
Yeah, folks, here getting ready for whatever weather we might see here. Etowah County has a brand new emergency management agency and a new director. That is Jim Slick. He's only been in that position for a couple of months now. And if we do see this winter storm here, it's going to be his first big weather event as the EMA director. But he says it's not his first rodeo. He has worked for 35 years as an EMT, assistant fire chief at the Anniston Army Depot, and most recently he worked for FEMA. He told me today if this storm tracks, he is most concerned about road conditions.
Stay home, stay off the roads. That's about the best thing that we can tell you for safety reasons, is unless it's a life or death situation, emergency, and call your first responders. Call 911 and let them come to you, and they're better prepared for driving in these conditions than the average citizen would be.
Now, Slick says that there's just not a whole lot you can do beforehand to prepare roads to keep them from icing over, so everyone should just try to stay home if at all possible. Now, another big concern if this storm actually tracks is widespread power outages. WVTM 13's Maya Caleb joins me now live in Birmingham. And Maya, I know Alabama Power is preparing for that possibility.
Yeah, Lisa, the Alabama Power crews are not only making sure to be prepared for those power outages, it's also bringing in some outside help. Alabama Power says more than 2,000 outside resources from nearby states will arrive Friday night. Preps for their own crews include adding snow chains to power trucks, equipping crew members with ice spikes on their shoes, and remaining on standby to quickly address power outages as they pop up.
Once the outages start coming in, we evaluate where the outages are at, and we try to restore power based on the number of customers that are out. The larger cases of trouble, if we can restore one power outage and get several hundred customers on, that's what we're going to concentrate on first.
Electricity isn't the only thing that's in danger of going out. Coming up at 5, how Spire is preparing for the worst. Back to you, Lisa.
All right, Maya, thank you so much. Now, power crews want to restore power as quickly as possible, but we still need to be prepared for what to do with any potential power outages. Now is the time to check your home, make sure you have what you need if in fact you do lose power. Now, the National Weather Service has released a checklist. It includes things like non-perishable food items. You want to have those in the house, bottled water, paper plates, specialty items like medicine and baby supplies. Have a portable radio with some batteries. Make sure your batteries are all charged. Warm clothing, extra blankets, and of course shovels in case we do get any kind of accumulating ice or snow. Now, flashlights with extra batteries as well, a first aid kit, fully charged cell phone, and firewood if you have a wood-burning fireplace. Now, coming up at 5, you've got a generator. If you have a generator, you're one of the lucky ones, and you're going to probably need it over the next couple of days. They can be worth their weight in gold, but they can also be dangerous. We're going to have some tips on how to stay safe with that generator. Live in Etowah County, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.